Now, you'll see in front of me, I've laid out my plan, ready to begin writing. In one moment, we're going to pause the video so that we can ensure your pages are laid out in a similar way. At the top, you should have a heading that says, or a title that says, Persuasive Advert Plan. And then there are numerous different headings. You have your introduction, feature 1 and what it does, feature 2 and what it does, feature 3 and what it does, and details here of the special offer that you're going to include. Please pause the video now and copy out these headings. No detail is required just yet. Welcome back. If you're rejoining me now, you should have all of these headings written out, ready to begin the planning process. And as we know, planning is vital for creating a great piece of writing. And a great piece of writing is essential for ensuring that parents or teachers, or whoever your audience is persuaded to buy our product. So let's begin with our introduction. Now remember, I'm not writing the introduction today, and I know some of you will remember that in our introduction we want to include rhetorical questions to grab the attention of the reader. But that will be tomorrow. Today I'm just thinking of some of the ideas that I might put into those rhetorical questions. So what are the main reasons why your reader would be looking for this kind of product? That is, an educational toy that will help children with their learning. Well, the first reason is to help children with their learning, I think. Help children with their learning. And that's especially true after all of the learning time they would have lost after being off school for such a long period of time. Or being off nursery, actually, if they're only aged between 3 and 4. So that's one reason. Another reason could be fun, perhaps. They might just want a toy that will allow their child to have fun or to keep them busy. So fun or distraction. Although hopefully they're looking for an educational toy for more than just a distraction. Lots of toys can be fun, but they're not always educational. So I think the main reason will be to do with their learning. And perhaps some parents want to have their children ready for school. Or maybe they want to give them a head start before school. That's often the reason that parents shop for books about the alphabet or numbers, because they want their child to be school ready. So a head start before school begins. I think those are the main reasons why a parent or a teacher would be looking for an educational toy. However, you might come up with a few more, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you think. Now, feature 1. These features are really important because this is what's going to make your toy stand out from the others. What features are going to make parents or carers buy this product? What features are suitable for the children or for children aged between 3 and 4? I know that I need to think of a catchy name to grab the attention of the audience for each feature. So I'm going to start by calling the first one Crazy Colour Mode, I think. Or Cool Colour Mode, you could say. That's my first feature, Crazy Colour Mode. Now when you're copying out this plan, please be very careful of the spelling of the word feature. It sounds like a ch-cher, and that's why lots of you are spelling it C-H-E-R, but it's actually spelled U-R-E. So bear that in mind to make sure your plan is as accurate as possible, because this word is going to crop up a lot in your persuasive adverts. Okay, Crazy Colour Mode. Right, well, the name sort of gives it away. I know that it's going to be something to do with colours, but what does it do? I'm going to say this product. Now, actually, I've jumped a little bit forward here. I haven't actually stated what my product is. That's a key bit I've forgotten to do, because I was about to talk about the paws. However, I forgot that I hadn't actually told you I was planning to design a bear, like a learning bear. But some of you might not decide to go for a bear. You might decide to go for a leopard, a learning leopard, Leo the learning leopard perhaps, or Barnaby the bear. Or you might not go for an animal. You might go for something entirely different. Something that draws on your knowledge of TV shows that children like. Maybe something to do with Peppa Pig. If you've got younger siblings, you can have a think. But you might also want to look on popular websites like Argus and see what the main sellers are in children's toys. Instead of just copying a design, could you adapt some of their ideas? Could you take some of their ideas and create your own unique product? So up here, I'm actually going to write the details of my product, and I'm going to call it a learning bear. But I know that when I come to write this, I probably will have to think of a catchier title. Leo the learning bear. I quite like that, but that's something I'm going to come back to. Okay, and you'll notice that I've chosen a bear because I think it can be a nice product that the children will hopefully like. If it's a bear with a smile on its face, it might remind them of Winnie the Pooh or other children or other characters that they see on TV shows. So a friendly bear. I'm not going to create a learning spider, for example, because lots of children are frightened of spiders. Now, what does it do? What does this mode do? Crazy colour mode. Well, I'm going to say it teaches children, I'm just writing notes here, teaches children all the colours of the rainbow. Have to be realistic here. These children are only aged 3 to 4. So it wouldn't be realistic for them to be taught 100 different colours. But I'm sure the parents would be happy if they just were secure with all of the colours of the rainbow by the time they were 3 or 4. All the colours of the rainbow. Colours is another word that's really commonly misspelt. Please be careful, there is a U in it. If you're typing, that will come up as an error because in America they spell it without the U. But in Britain we do include that letter. Okay, it teaches children all the colours of the rainbow. Well, how is it going to do that? I can imagine that this bear is going to do it in a way where the child might press a different colour. So I'm just writing down my ideas. Child maybe touches a colour on their tummy, touches a colour on bear's tummy, and the child will hear it, so we'll hear the correct pronunciation, we'll hear it, then repeat the colour back. Now it might help you to draw your design out with all of the different features before you write your plan, because then you can imagine where your different features would go. So for example, I'm thinking on my bear, I might have a colour pad on his tummy, something to do with numbers down one of his arms or on his paw. But I might actually draw mine out after this, I probably should have beforehand, to help me imagine it better, especially when you are making this product up. So, and then it will repeat the colour back. Okay, right, let's have a look then at feature 2. So feature 2 is going to be something a little bit different. Actually, I've got a picture of this bear. This is one from Argus, so it's not one I've designed myself, but I'm going to do some different things to this bear. Well, I'm going to include hopefully some different features. Now, this bear, I can see, has 4 colours on its tummy, so that's sort of what I'm imagining for my bear. Colour pad, colour touch pad. But I want to include more than 4 colours. I think this one is probably appropriate for a child aged 1 to 2 maybe. And I can get some inspiration for some other features by looking at this picture. So have a look around before designing your own. Or you might want to choose some of these features either. Now, feature 2, what does it do? Well, I'm going to call feature 2 number mode. And as you've guessed, number mode is going to be something to do with numbers. So how will this work? Number mode. Using the digits on the bear's paws. Using the digits, that means numbers. Using the digits on the bear's paws. This feature will help the child count from 0 to 10. This feature will help your child count from 0 to 10. That's what it does. I haven't quite worked out how I'm going to help the child count. Perhaps they'll have to press a certain number that's written on his paw, and then the bear will say the number back, and then the child will have to repeat the number, or something like that. But I just need to be really clear what number mode does. Using the digits on the bear's paws, this feature will help your child count from 0 to 10. Now, there's a little bit of a difference here between what the feature does and how it does it. The main bit is being really clear about what this feature does. I'm saying this feature will help your child count from 0 to 10. Now, if that sounds good to the parents, then they can read the instructions to find out how to use this feature. So it's really important that you're clear. Count from 0 to 10. That's a clear feature. The purpose of the feature. This one, learn the colours of the rainbow. And I've given a little bit of detail here about how your child will learn the colours of the rainbow. They'll touch the bear's tummy, but you can go into more detail than that on your actual ad. Now, I need one final one, and I guess because it's a learning bear, I can't really not include something about the alphabet, because the first thing many parents often teach their children after they've learned them or taught them to say mum and dad or ma and dada is the alphabet. So I'm going to call this one Amazing Alphabet Mode. Or you might have something like Super Sing-Along Mode, which also could be quite cool. Or Terrific Talking Mode, if you want the child to speak to the bear. Could almost be like a child-friendly Alexa, although that would be very high-tech indeed. Right, Amazing Alphabet Mode. What is Amazing Alphabet Mode going to do? Well, I'm going to say this feature will teach your children the letters of the alphabet. And I want to be really specific here because that's not that clear. Will they teach them all at once or one at a time? And I'm going to make it really appealing to the parents, and I'm going to say, teach your children the letters of the alphabet at a pace, that means a speed, at a pace that suits them. And I'm going to put in a little bit of additional detail for this feature. Once your child masters the letters, or masters all 26 letters, then I nearly called it a huggy bear, I'm not sure why. Then Leo, the learning bear, will move your child onto words that begin with that letter. So this is showing the parents that this toy also challenges high-achieving children. Because the parents might be a little bit worried if I just say colours of the rainbow, letters and numbers from 0 to 10. The parents might think, well, my child's a high attainer. They're a quick learner. They're going to get very bored easily. And why would a parent not want a toy that a child gets bored of? Well, exactly, because they might consider it a waste of money. If the child knows all of this within a couple of days, then my product isn't going to have much use, and the parent might not consider it worth the money. So I need to make sure that in each of these features there is appropriate challenge. And that's what I'm going to be looking out for in your plans today. I'm going to put that in green. Please bear that in mind. Appropriate challenge for high achieving children. If the features are too basic, then parents aren't going to invest. They probably want a toy that will last at least a few months. Okay? Let's see, did I make the purpose of alphabet mode clear then? Yes, letters of the alphabet, and then it will move on to words. So I've been really, really clear. Now, some of you might know from having younger brothers or sisters what kind of skills they lack at the moment. What are the sorts of things they're learning in reception or in nursery? I've got a younger sister and she's 10 years younger. However, she's way much beyond ages 3 and 4, so I can't quite ask her for help, but perhaps you can ask parents or cousins, ask your parents who had you when you were aged 3 and 4. What kind of things were you learning at home before you went to school? And they can inspire your ideas for this new product. Now, finally, we've talked a lot about special offers and making sure they're really appropriate and making sure they entice the parents. So hopefully I'll see some really relevant special offers here. Now, I'm going to say for this one, buy today, and I don't need to include my catchy language just yet. Don't delay buy today. That can wait until the advert. I just need to do my plan. Buy today, and I'm going to say children will receive, or you will receive, sorry, because it's a parent who will get the gift. You will receive a free limited edition. I'm going to include limited edition so that they think it's extra special. Leo, the bear, duvet cover. And I think that's something that parents would quite like. I'm hopefully going to create a bear that's not only educational but also fun and cuddly, that perhaps children can lie in bed with their Leo the bear duvet cover. And I know that's something that will also be appealing to little children. So let's recap my plan before you have a go at yours. At the beginning, you need to lay out the main reasons parents, carers or teachers might have for buying this product. Is it fun or is it learning? Perhaps it's even to give them a head start before school begins. Then you need to state what your first feature is and carefully bullet point what does it do. Feature 2, similar. State what it is, try and give it a catchy name if you can, and then bullet point what does it do. And you might want to include some details on how it does it if you can. And finally, your feature 3, state what it is, and then bullet point what does it do. We're just making brief notes for now. Remember to include appropriate challenge for each feature. That's what's going to make your toy stand out. If we just say the number mode will help your child count from 0 to 10, then parents will be thinking, my child can already do that. Or it won't take my child long to do that. What else will this bear do? Or what else will this bear offer them? Perhaps they can learn it in a different language, or it will go up to 20 if your child is a particularly fast learner. And finally, include details of your special offer to hopefully make parents or carers buy immediately. So you might say, buy today and get a discount, or you could say a promotional code. Some of you yesterday, when you were talking about special offers for the Skip Max, talked about promotional discount codes that you could use in store, the Skipping World store, which I thought was a great idea. So you might want to include a discount code that parents could use in a learning store, where you can also buy this bear. So they are the key aspects to your plan. I'm really looking forward to seeing what you come up with in Seesaw as we begin to write our new persuasive advert tomorrow. But for today, it's only the plan and I can't wait to see your ideas. Have a great rest of the day, everybody, and see you tomorrow.